All right, guys, we're live on Facebook in the Statesvegas radio studios.
Woo.
Carrie,
What's
your
up?
camera is showing up in our camera. That's all right.
Proud mama.
Nobody's logged on yet, but we are recording for radio, and this show will be rebroadcast this Monday night at 8 o'clock on Statesvegas Radio. If you haven't got the app, please get it.
If you don't have the States Vegas Radio app, you can go to statesvegasradio.com and download the app.
Yep.
You actually can stream live from statesvegasradio.com.
Yeah, or you go to the App Store or Google Play. We've got them both.
But if you're hearing us right now, then you're streaming us live on Facebook, and we're glad you are.
Yeah, we got a few people joining us. We're live in the studio with Holt Up. We got Mr. Darren Holt and his lovely daughter, Haley, right? Mm-hmm. And she's a young one, but very talented. But they were gracious enough to come visit us tonight for a little Facebook Live show. We appreciate it. We got some folks logging on. If you guys got any questions for Darren or his daughter tonight, feel free to ask on Facebook. We'll try to get those answers for you.
So the obvious question is Darren and Haley Holt. How did you come up with the name for your group?
Well, it was a stretch. It was a stretch. The funny story is, okay, well, this is a good segue, I guess. The first show we played out here in Statesville was at Risto's, and you were there, and our good friend Mr. Adam Perry was there, and we were going by just Darren and Haley Holt, and it started up with Holt Up, Holt It Down, Holt something, grab a Holt, everybody started
Holt
coming
up is what I was thinking about.
Holt the line,
Holt the line, so everybody started coming up with these different names. Well, and before long, the whole restaurant. Adam jumped up and started naming them off. Like, oh, yell for this one, yell for this one, and the one that he came up with, Holt Up, got the crowd's, biggest
Adam's
yells.
usually so reserved. I'm surprised he did anything.
I know, isn't he?
I can't imagine. Even though I was there,
so I can't take it away. I can't take it away from him. Adam Perry named us Holt Up, and we actually, I was kind of fine with it. We fought it for a little bit because we kept thinking we were going to come up with something better, but it wouldn't go away, so we adopted it. We love it.
I think that's probably one of the hardest things for a group. That's the bad thing about being in a group. You got to come up with a name.
Yeah. That and
it's a very cool name, and it works great for you guys. I mean, especially since your name is Holt.
If it was Davidson, it'd be a little different, I guess.
You never know what that story would be. That could be Bob Adam too.
Yeah. So Adam, he might be listening. He did that and got his share of the market. As far as I told him that whatever we do, I'll make sure he gets one of. If it's got Holt Up on it, he gets one.
And how long ago was that now since you played your first gig out?
That was April of 2015.
No, it was like 2016.
2016, April 2016. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've been rocking a little over 2 years around town now.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing that guitar? Because I know you from the box or the bongos or whatever, but
actually longer than I've been doing that.
Really?
I got my first guitar when I was 15.
Oh wow!
And it was a real piece of junk that somebody gave me.
Yard sale guitar.
Yeah, electric at that, and I didn't have an amp, so I played it for a little bit, and then I stepped up and got a better electric guitar and an amp, and was in the high school band, that sort of thing, at 16. And played ever since, but there's years went by where I certainly didn't progress.
Well, maybe that's
I'd pick it up and play it from time to time, but same old stuff. And then honestly did some more bands about 20 years ago. 45 now.
So you did the whole high school band.
Did the high school band thing for a little bit, and then later in life got in a few more bands. Still didn't really progress a whole lot,
Yeah. Anybody that we might know?
Oh yeah.
Shannon
Shannon
St. Clair.
You were in the band with Shannon. That's
me
right.
and
like
Shannon St. Clair,
band.
Rookie Rudisel, Jay Michaud.
Yeah, it was like a little
those were back in the days when you thought
surf rock punk bands.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we had a blast with that.
Those were back in the days when you thought you were really, really good.
Oh, we were really loud.
You look back now and you're
turn
like,
it up.
Ooh. And then maybe you find a cassette tape, you recorded some stuff, and you're like, we were not all that good.
Well, I go back and I have those, that's pretty bad moments. But then there's every now and then I'll listen to that stuff and go, wow, that was pretty good. We had our moments, but we pride ourselves on being really loud, really kind of arrogant, and
Well, Well, that's
No
the story.
apologies.
You had fun with
You
it,
know?
right?
That's the
Yeah.
story
That's
of
amazing.
Darren and Rodney when they were 16 and 17. But we are fortunate enough to have a 17-year-old now in here that is very, very good.
Very good. Very
your
good.
beautiful
Yeah.
daughter Haley Holt here.
So she inspired me. So long story short, after lots of years of just, picking around on guitars and making my way through what I knew, I always had instruments around when Haley was growing up, and she always liked them. And she progressed from one to another, to another, to another. She started out taking piano in kindergarten. When she was first grade, I guess. She was 6.
Yeah.
And did that for about 7, 8 years, something like that. And then switched over to guitar and ukulele and some bass, and we've got one of everything at the house, and so slowly she got into music more and more, and we started getting her some lessons because she could read music from the piano. I could not read music.
I did not know you could read music.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
very
use it
cool,
much
Haley.
anymore.
From piano lessons. Who'd you take piano lessons with? Somewhere around
That's
there?
why I'm having such a good time doing this show. I found out all kinds of cool stuff the past few years.
Can't give 19-year-olds beer, right?
How long have you been able to read music?
Since I was like 7.
7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop playing. I'm not playing music anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
So we got her in with Matson Adams over at Rimfire, good friend of ours.
Good guy.
Good teacher, yeah.
Yeah, great guy, great teacher. And she's been there for about 3 years at least, I'd say, maybe 4. And
More like 5.
so
So you still with him? With Matt? Oh, cool. So continuing education.
Yep.
so
On the job training and continuing education.
Absolutely.
That's the way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
So honestly, she surely started teaching me things before long. So we've taught each other. I've taught her what I knew, and now she's teaching me more, and we learn more together all the time. We have a blast with it, and people always say, it's so cool we get to play out together, father, daughter, and all that. But honestly, the best times are just sitting around the living room when we're figuring out a new song or a new medley of putting 2 songs together, and when it clicks just right, And
Well, you guys are extremely fortunate because one of the great things about being a musician and playing music is when you get to sit with somebody and actually play with someone else, whether it's someone else on guitar, someone else on the ukulele or drums or whatever it is. And you guys have that built in.
Yeah, you got it right in the house. You just
have
hey, come out of
somebody
your
to jam
bedroom.
with all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
And that's a good bonding experience. I know.
So good.
I have $3 myself, and sometimes it's hard to, let's do something. I've been trying to get them involved in the good old Statesvegas radio. And
Sure, man.
It's
Yeah,
been a
why
chore.
wouldn't
Sometimes they're like, yeah, let's do it. And when I came up with the free T-shirts, then all of a sudden they wanted to do it. Oh yeah.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
but yeah, it's
But yeah, keep
that's
that up,
great,
man. I mean, I think they probably will get involved. And man, we have a special relationship, no doubt about it. It's a blessing.
She's the only
It's a blessing.
child, right?
Mhm.
Right. And you're 17.
Yeah.
You go to Statesville High School. You're a
I'm a
senior this
senior.
year. All right. And you do music at school. You involved
Yeah, I do a rock band class.
in? Really?
It's like a small ensemble. I think right now we
Yeah, I
have
wish.
2 guitars, bass, drums, and 3 singers.
Wow.
So-
Then you guys do like the pep rallies and stuff.
We have like certain concerts throughout the year, but I think most of the time we just go and recruit to other schools to try to get them to come to our school to be in the rock band.
Yeah, I've actually seen some of those videos, and they are very, very good. I've told Haley numerous times, I love to see her play guitar, I love to see her play ukulele, but I love to see her when she's just standing behind a microphone and she's completely free just to belt it all out. She don't have to concentrate on anything with singing, and they just
So you
kill
don't do
it.
the
Just-
guitar in the school band, like you just.
I do
sing-
some, but not as much.
sing.
I mean, they do stuff like Led Zeppelin and
Wow.
all kinds of stuff.
So you got the whole
Just-
drum line with you too, thing like.
Not usually. Not usually. That would be cool though.
I always remember that the school band doing "Killing in the Name of" and all those cool like rock covers. You're like, dang, that's
I
bad.
saw them at the last show. I saw them their last show of last year or junior year, and that was when Eli, Jacinti,
Eli Yassi.
yeah, is what she said. Eli was in there.
Shout
with
out
her.
to Eli.
Yeah, shout out to Eli. He's a talented fellow too. And they did Killing in the Name of, and they did.
Oh wow.
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, wow. Well,
They
Zeppelin,
started
huh?
into Killing the Name of with what was it?
Take the Power Back.
Take the Power Back.
Dazed and Confused
Wow.
is the one that just really took me, because I'm a huge Zeppelin fan anyway, but
Yeah.
to hear Haley belting that out, I was like, man.
Yeah, that's no easy task. Yeah. About need a female to sing that.
If I'm not mistaken, Tanya Wood's son plays in that too.
Yes.
Yeah, we got Logan on bass.
So
Oh,
a
cool.
lot of second generation musicians. Well, he's a Wood, so he's about a 15th generation musician.
Did
Exactly.
Rain play with you guys last
He
year?
did. When I
Rain
was
Mobile?
a sophomore,
Okay, yeah.
he played drums with
Yeah,
us.
shout out to Rain. He's a friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, he is
friend of mine.
phenomenal.
Yeah, good
Phenomenal.
drummer. Good drummer. Comes from
We
a
caught a
talented
show. We
family,
caught
too.
his band earlier this year. We caught his band.
Yeah, he's got
and-
like some serious metal.
Oh
going,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
gonna get those
it's
guys in
Rain's
there.
band. Like I mean, he can name it whatever he
Well, I
wants.
think he sings too a little bit.
He does most of the singing.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
and as a
good.
drummer, that's
Yeah,
rare.
yeah,
That's
so,
rare.
yeah, so.
Especially when you drum the way he does.
Yeah, well, he gets it from his old man.
That's
It's,
right.
it's in the blood. Yeah.
So Haley, what I know you took piano lessons since you were 6. Been reading music since you were 7. I did not know that. You make me feel very inferior now. I know you play guitar. I know you play ukulele. What else do you play? I know you've been working on a new instrument here the past couple weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm working on mandolin right now. I got one for my birthday. And I actually, before I did guitar, I did bass. But I wasn't very good at it, so I moved on to guitar.
So why do you think you weren't good at bass? Because usually people can play guitar,
I
the
think,
bass is nothing compared to the guitar.
I think it was mostly like I didn't really know the fretboard yet.
Oh,
So I was kind of
you
just
could
guessing.
probably do that.
I think now it would be easier.
Yeah.
My problem is I always had short
Yeah.
fingers. That's
Oh,
always
yeah,
my
yeah.
problem.
Yeah. I can't play anything.
It looks like I've had half my fingers
I push-
chopped off. or
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Got a few people chiming in. Teresa St. Clair says hello. Brandon
right.
Crouch, host of the Appetite for Discussion show. He's watching along. He says hello.
Hello.
Hello, Statesville.
dog.
Thanks for joining
Hello,
in, y'all.
Facebook. It's a good time for a plug right now. If you guys are joining us on Facebook, we got quite a few of you out there. We want you guys to go to the App Store or Google Play and download our app and listen to Statesvegas Radio. We will be replaying this show Monday night at 8. And
Awesome.
yeah, we've got some other shows. We did one with Carla and Danny J, and we'll be repeating those shows. And Jewel and Chuck was in here, so yeah, make sure you guys
Good people.
get that app. We need lots of apps. But I think it's about time for a song. What do you guys think?
All right, sure.
What you guys gonna do for us?
This one's actually a Donovan cover. It's called Season of the Witch.
It's a good song for October.
Absolutely.
Season of the Witch. Here we go.
All right.
When I look out my window, many sights to see. When I look in my window, so many different people to be. Strange, so strange. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. Oh no, must be the season of the witch. Yeah, must be the season season of the witch. It must be the season of the witch. 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 The season of the witch.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Studio audience goes wild.
Yeah, I tell you what I love about you guys is because that was a Donovan cover. If anybody doesn't know, who performed that song, but I don't know anybody else that covers Donovan. And
Yeah, that's
you guys.
first time I've
I've heard you do the zombies and
Who picks the songs?
We both do. We both do.
Did you
honestly.
pick that one?
Actually, last year we did a Halloween show at
okay.
Broad Street Burgers, and it was the day of, like the morning before the show, and we were like, we don't have any Halloween songs.
Oh, so yeah.
So we found that one and learned it the
Fit you
day
guys
of.
great.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
kind of been
Got
we've
nice
been
harmonies.
on our radar, that one, and we were looking at between that one and like Spooky, Atlanta Rhythm Section, because we like that old funky stuff. We're big on the 70s, 80s, well 70s and 90s really. It goes back actually 60s, 70s, 90s. You do some stuff out of the 80s, not a ton, but it just seems to be our wheelhouse. It's just where we like.
Just throwing down a little
You do
lead
a great
there.
job.
Sounded pretty good. You
yeah,
guys,
and then you
swap out
guys
leads?
you do a lot of. I mean, they do songs through all different decades. I know you do a lot from the '70s with the
Sure.
Allman Brothers, stuff like that. You do a lot from the '80s, '90s.
We do try to do some things that everybody else isn't doing. We do try to keep it kind of different. Do a lot of Jane's Addiction. I don't know anybody else
Really?
doing Jane's
Yeah, they
Addiction.
they do a lot of things.
Blind
Which one do you
Melon.
do? Which one do you do? Jane's
Well, we
Addiction?
do Jane Says. We do
They do that quite
Mountain
well.
Song.
Mountain
You
Song.
do Mountain Song? I was
Yeah.
going to say.
We do I Would For You.
Yeah, what for you?
And then
Yeah, you don't see anybody doing that, especially on acoustic, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, we and I will say I don't want to not mention our drummer.
Yeah, I was
Ron
going to
Liquor
ask
Holt.
about it.
He couldn't be here. He couldn't be here tonight. He's out of town.
What did you say his name was?
Well, we always kid with him. His name's Ron Lippert. His name's Ron
Okay.
Lippert. We call him Ron Liquor.
Okay.
Ron
is
Liquor
a,
Holt.
oh, Brian's listen. Ron is a drum hoe.
He plays for everybody, doesn't
He plays
he?
for everybody. Yeah.
He's actually out on the road right now. I think with
Tim Elliott.
yeah, and that,
guy named
that's,
Tim
that's his
Elliott.
main band he's in. But he plays with these guys quite often. He played with me several times.
He's
he'll
a pretty young guy,
He'll pretty much
right?
play with
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
that says, "Hey,
23.
you want to play drums?"
Great
So,
guy. He's family to us.
He's the unofficial Holt.
He's the unofficial
Yeah.
Holt, yeah. And but so when Ryan's with us with a drum kit, sometimes he'll do something and just play cajon, box drum or something, right for small venues and things like that. But when he's with us with a drum kit, we normally play full on electric, and we kind of got in the habit of doing a lot of that until he had picked up with this band that's touring a lot recently.
yeah, they're
But-
actually Illinois right now.
They're in Illinois, they're traveling towards Illinois now to play there tomorrow night.
And he'll be with you at the balloon rally.
Yeah, he'll be with us at Delaney's. I think on October 13th. But yeah, so don't want to not mention him, and we do a lot of electric stuff too. But yeah, we try to do like Blind Melon, a lot of Pink Floyd, Jane's Addiction.
Now, when you do electric, is it both electric? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the
really?
time, yeah. Yeah.
Shred them, them leads
Oh
like that?
yeah,
we try.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
we had
like
a couple
that.
people comment in on your performance there. Gigi Marie, does that name sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we love Gigi. We love Gigi.
Look at my Haley go. Yeah, you can tell she's a fan. Thomas Young, that's good stuff.
So we know a lot of mom and dad's influence rubbed off on you, Haley. But what is some stuff that you like? Not necessarily mom and dad don't like, but you kind of brought to the table versus.
I don't know. I like a lot of the same music they do.
Yeah. That's good music, so you're a smart
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, everything he said was before you were born. So.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't listen to a lot of new music.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, we
you.
were listening to the new Wu-Tang on the way out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I love
Let me do that one
Wu-Tang.
next.
New Wu-Tang?
yeah.
It's
Really?
actually by another rapper.
Logic.
Oh, okay.
It's actually perfect that you brought that up
I
because
know
I
what you're
found
talking
that
about,
song
yeah.
because Rodney, your son, put it on his Instagram
Oh,
story.
gosh.
So that's how I found that. Today.
How many guesses do I get? Which song it was?
Yeah, I think you two would be plenty, right?
Might get it right.
But yeah, so I mean, we were actually listening to Wu-Tang on the way out here today. So I mean, we definitely,
There's some good stuff out there.
Yeah,
It's
man,
just,
yeah.
It's just different. Yeah.
Now, Darren, I know you're a huge Allman Brothers fan.
Absolutely.
I am too, and you've been fortunate enough back in your younger days to spend some time running around with those guys.
got to go backstage a couple of times and meet them because of Christy Betts, who was more of a mutual friend of mine. I kind of just got lucky and
And of
got
course,
to
that's Dickie's daughter, right?
that's Dickie's daughter. That's right.
North Iredale girl.
Yeah, I know Joyce knows her. Yeah, and so she would hook us up mainly through my buddy James Show and some of those guys.
Jay Bird.
Yeah, and now Jay actually got to ride the bus with Dickie from event to event one
Yeah,
time.
that's a really good story. He told me that story.
Ask Jay if you see Jay Michaud out. Ask him about that because he
Yeah,
loves.
we
it.
might not want to talk about it with the minor.
Yeah.
It's a really cool story.
Well, this is back. They're all sober at this point. We're
they
they were.
were.
Somebody handed him Dickie's guitar, and he was playing it, and then he looked up, and Dickie was just in his face staring at him. And he just looked at him and said, "Play something."
Oh,
Yeah.
Could have been
Yeah.
worse. I guess.
And
Not
boy-
much cooler than riding on Dickie's bus playing Dickie's guitar. So.
That is way cool. Yeah. And we're big Allman Brothers fans. We do some Allman Brothers songs. We been keeping Dickie in our thoughts and prayers because he just got done with some brain surgery. You know,
He's doing better. Though.
he's doing much better. Yeah, he's doing great.
He's one of the few left, right? I mean,
Right.
didn't-
Yeah. So you got
didn't
you know
Dwayne and
Barry
We're down
Oakley.
to 2.
Barry Oakley died. You know, he was in the late '70s, early '80s. Dwayne right behind him.
it
About
was
a
like
year right
to the
behind
day.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like a year to the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird because it was actually in this within a block of each other, both motorcycle wrecks.
Right,
Like
yeah.
a year to the day.
It was Dwayne Denberry, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dwayne
Dwayne.
was
That's right.
first,
That's right.
yeah.
Then, we just lost Butch Trucks and Greg in the past year. So yes, J Mo and Dickie are the last two originals left. But for sure, it's over. I mean, there's no more Allman Brothers.
Well, Christy's married to Frank Hannon from Tesla, guitar player for Tesla.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I've
you
kind of
know
lost
that?
track of
Oh
it. I
yeah,
didn't know.
she's still around a little bit. She's married to Frank Hannon, the lead guitar player for Tesla.
But it's a shame that we lose all these legends like that made such great music. But you got a 17-year-old sitting over here saying, "This is the music
right.
I love, and this is what I like to play." That's what makes these guys live forever.
Live forever. Keep it
Carrying the
alive,
torch.
right.
Yeah.
But those kind of bands are over. Like we won't see. I mean, you take them, Stones.
Right. I
you
know.
know,
I think those guys have a deal with the devil, and they're going to live forever.
The Stones.
Stones,
Yeah. You're probably right. You're probably right.
They're pickled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think
he
you can.
definitely
I think
has
they're
a deal with the
immortal or
devil.
something.
Yeah.
Well, when we were, her age, a lot of the bands we liked were covering stuff from the 50s and stuff
Sure.
like that. So, these new bands, they're running out of material.
Yeah,
so
well, and everything we've mentioned is born from the blues. I mean, the Stones, the Allman Brothers, all that's born from Muddy Waters and things like that. I mean, that's who they were listening to at the time, and those influences have stood the test of time. And
Right.
really, I think pretty much all rock and roll just about comes back to the blues.
Yeah, I think it does.
It is. It's blues based.
You can hear it in just about everything, and the Almonds took the blues and they blended in a little jazz here and there, and they just made it work.
Right.
Everything these days just seems like it's just a mixture. I mean, you got rap and metal and
Right.
rock and blues and everything in one song. It seems
Well,
like
Led Zeppelin was always very heavily blues based, and somebody told me one time, and I didn't know this, that a lot of the backing beat tracks are Led Zeppelin beats that they've sped up to put to rap songs, and
Oh, sure, I believe that. Yeah,
it's very cool.
absolutely.
So,
we're talking about the Allman Brothers. Are you going to do an Allman Brothers song?
I mean, we can, man.
Well, we don't have to. It's not on our list.
Yeah. I mean, we
That's
didn't
why I
have
was trying to check it out.
we
see.
didn't have it on the list, but I mean, if Haley wants
It's
to
a
do
segment.
Hey, there's two of you. We can squeeze in an extra song if we
Yeah,
want.
yeah, we'll do
Sure.
another one if you want to.
that. Okay, yeah, we'll do one for you. We'd like to.
The
What you
Facebook
doing
one.
for?
Let us switch real quick and give her a ukulele for this one.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
And-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Haley's got the nickname around town, Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Because she does play the ukulele so
I
well.
like the ukulele. I think it's cool.
Once you're getting it tuned up, I just want to make sure everybody understands. If you're not streaming and you're listening to this on Monday night when it replays, you just have to understand that Darren Holt is a very nice looking man. He is a very nice looking man, and I can tell you this because he and I get mistaken for each
I was
other.
going to say, you guys look
So
alike.
is Rodney, yeah.
We get mistaken for each other so much. I mean, I have to. People tell me all the time they enjoyed me music with my daughter the other night, and I say thank you very much. She's great. She is great.
Yeah, and I get that too.
And then they tell Darren, hey, you could have did better playing solo up there by yourself the other night.
Hey, aren't you Rodney Millsaps? Kinda.
While we're talking
Kinda
about
I am, yeah.
visual here, if you guys out in Facebook land don't get a chance to watch this whole video, it's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
On our YouTube
Oh,
channel.
awesome.
It'll be on there tonight.
Okay.
It'll be the entire show. You can check out the resemblance between these two guys.
You can see what an attractive man Darren Holt is.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm the ugly one pushing the buttons, and then Haley's the talented one over here. And yeah, check it out on YouTube. Let's do a quick contest while we're talking about it. For those people, if you go on YouTube tonight and check out the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Statesvegas YouTube channel, and name in the comment sections all 3 or 4 songs that Holt Up does tonight, and the first one to do that will win a Statesvegas radio T-shirt. How about that?
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
and
cool.
a sticker. We'll throw in a sticker too. So
Does the co-host get a T-shirt too?
yeah, we might $10. $10. No,
Discount.
I got one for everybody. So we appreciate it. But you guys ready?
Okay, yeah. Now this one, keep in mind, we just started this. We're doing a new one for you that we just really started the past few weeks, but we love this song.
What is it?
It's called Whipping Post.
Oh, my favorite song.
There you go.
I've been run down, I've been lied to. Don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. She took all my money, wrecked my new car. just stand by and take it, baby. All for loving you. Drown myself in sorrow. Look at what you've done. Nothing seems to change. Bad times stay the same. I've been alone. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm dying. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
I gotta tell you, I mean, I love the Almonds
Yeah.
just much, but that is one of my most all-time favorite Almond Brothers song. I mean, it was
love
great.
that
and
one.
You
Talk
guys
about
did it
blues,
so
yeah,
well.
And the ukulele twist. I like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean,
yeah, definitely cool twist.
And playing leads on the ukulele.
Yeah.
Now I don't.
It's extremely difficult.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
is,
I know.
now, is this,
Yeah.
this is
Just
not
show
something
it.
Matson has worked with you on. This is something Haley did herself, right?
Yeah, kind
Playing the
of.
leads, very good.
Yeah, good
And-
job.
You know, you probably taken some of the stuff Matson's shown you and translated over to that, but
Yeah.
um,
I do a lot of it by ear.
I really don't know anybody
I do
else
it all,
playing leads on ukulele.
Yeah.
I hadn't either. She does a great job
I
with
hope,
it.
I hope they can hear it at home. It's,
I
yeah.
hope so too. Yeah.
I'm getting a good mix in the headphones, so
good.
hopefully it'll sound good on Statesvegas radio.
On a creepy note, where Big Brother's always watching. Actually, I was streaming on my personal Facebook live, and Carrie, who is like a band mom here and manager,
Mom and
Number one fan.
she came into the frame for about half a second, and it popped up. Would you like to tag Terry Holt in your video? I'm like,
They want
yes, I would. You
yeah.
creepy little phone. Go ahead and do it.
They know you. They know where you are.
Hey, you know, now, Jay Bird, Jamie Show again, I'm mentioning him again. She sent me a text today and screenshotted it because I'm not on Facebook. Screenshotted a Facebook post from, God, what's his name? Is it Mike? Whatever, McAfee from McAfee Internet Securities. You know,
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
knows about
yeah,
Oh,
those.
I
yeah.
saw that. This is crazy.
All right, so he himself put up a post today and said that the president
The presidential alert. that
Presidential
went
alert?
out to iPhones
pretty much
yesterday.
enabled them to access an H911 thing on our phones, which they probably could already. I always thought they already were doing it anyway.
Yeah, they can do anything in your phone.
It allowed them to access every camera, microphone,
Location.
GPS,
Trump's
all
watching
that
right
stuff.
now. He's a big fan.
I want to get to a point where I say, "Hey Siri, who's spying on me?"
Is that
Hey, here are all the people spying on me.
Alexa?
It's weird, man. 'cause
Who's in the
whatever we
room?
talk about seems to pop up on whatever.
Oh, it's
It
crazy.
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
it happens all the time. Yeah.
I remember when the what was it, peanut butter beer came out. What was it called?
Sweet Baby Jesus?
Yeah, Sweet Baby Jesus came out, and I was talking to a guy at work, had never even thought about buying it, never mentioned it before, and all of a sudden I'm looking on Facebook, hey, try this Sweet Baby Jesus beer. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're creepy. Stay away from me.
Big
I say that, but it's in my
Big
pocket
Brother's
all the
watching
time.
y'all.
Yeah, I've Googled a couple of pieces of equipment for the studio, and now every time I watch a video on YouTube, a commercial for that piece of equipment comes
Sure.
up every single
yeah.
time.
It's scary,
crazy.
man. It's a little scary,
It's
but
crazy.
then really, what
Yeah.
are we, any of us going to do about it? I
Well,
mean,
you know, I mean, for me, you know, I got a radio station and a flea market. You know, I mean,
Right.
technology can be, you know, it can allow us to do this. You know, for
Absolutely, yeah.
minimal
Hey,
cost. I mean,
It probably keeps people in line too, because you
Yeah.
probably don't see married people,
I got nothing.
log it on the computer and the wife says, "What does it say? Find singles in your area." You know,
Right. Yeah, I understand.
understandability.
I understand. I know some people get that. I don't ever get that popping up on.
I didn't get the text on my phone.
Carrie said there and said you damn well better
Presidential
not
text?
either.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Wow, you're the only person I know that didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I went back and looked because I saw everybody talking about it. I went back and
But it's
somebody
pretty
said turn your
crazy.
phone off and on.
You know, in the '60s and '70s, there were a lot of people going around saying that, one day the government's gonna put a computer with a camera and a microphone and GPS on every person in the country.
And we all said,
And we're like, that never happened. But they didn't really put it on. We all went out and bought them.
Right? Yeah.
I know
They don't
we're
need
the
that.
first to complain about the government, and then we carry this thing
They
on
don't need
our
to
hip all the
admit
time that,
shit,
that tells us
we
where
got
we
it in our
are and what
hand.
we're doing, and
We can't put it down.
here's what we say.
Oh, we're so addicted. We're so addicted.
What
to these
about
phones.
Miss Haley? She a big. She got the phone in the hand. She a typical teenager.
Yes. In that aspect.
I
But she
don't
got
Not
to.
as bad as
I mean,
some, not as
yeah.
bad
I mean,
as
she
some.
got to be practicing that guitar.
That's right.
quite a
I don't
bit.
think I'm on my phone as much as most people my age, but I
Right.
do have social media and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you go to YouTube for to
Yeah.
learn songs anytime? And
Yeah,
stuff?
sometimes I'll learn songs on YouTube. Now that I know all the chords and stuff, we've been playing for a while, I can just look up the chords and do it that way. But
Hey,
in the beginning,
Are
I
you
would
in
go to
charge?
YouTube.
You in charge of the social media for Holt Up and posting
Yeah.
all the videos? Haley is a very good promoter
Yes.
because anytime they have a show, you're going to see it on Facebook. You're going to see it on Instagram. You can see it on
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Any kind of social
I
media,
haven't
you're going to
gotten
see
the
Holt Up.
Snapchat thing too.
I'm
too much,
more of the physical art. Like, I do the posters, flyers, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like you used to
And
back in the day.
there's like a little secret war in Statesville right now for band merch, and I think it's between Holt Up and the Broad Pickups.
is.
As far as T-shirts, who's got the coolest
You
T-shirt?
got any stickers, do you?
One will come out and we're like, oh no, we got to get this
I
one
need a
out.
Holt Up sticker on my wall here.
We'll get you one for sure.
You
We'll get you
have
one
some?
for sure.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Holt Up, you're kind of known for the checkerboard.
The checkerboard, yes.
Is that just something you guys have always been into, or something just kind of
It's the
fell in your
shoes.
lap?
Yeah, we love checkerboard bands.
we can see her shoes in the camera. Hold your foot
Yeah,
up.
we're in the checkerboard.
Got
bands.
the
So yeah,
This
it's,
is
You have a
Coley-
little checkerboard shoe on your keychain too. Yeah.
it's our bite on our love for bands
Yeah.
and checkerboard. Yeah.
Because you were a skater.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah,
avid
back in the
skater.
day.
Right.
Yep. Still roll around from time to time, not like I used to.
Downhill billies, right?
Yeah,
Downhill
did
billies.
all that stuff, those guys, and that was a lot of fun. We've been on the World Championships in downtown Statesville. I don't think the World Championships of anything, bowling, horseshoes, whatever you.
And I've heard you
I don't
haven't
think there's
lost
ever
it.
been a World
It's
Championship.
funny
in
because I
Statesville.
had some skaters over here next door the other night from Morganton, and they just happened to be passing through, and they were out there skating on the building and stuff. And of course, I had to go talk
Sure,
to them.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, don't tear
it
my stuff up.
It breaks
Yeah.
my heart, but
Darren hasn't lost it because I heard a couple weeks ago you were skating down Broad Street one night.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, they asked me about the downhill billies.
Did they really?
Yeah, they said that Statesville was used to have the downhill billies.
Yeah,
I said,
we got a lot of recognition for. I mean, it got
So Haley,
got around the world
did
actually.
you inherit the skating too from Dad?
She got the skater
I
look
like
a little bit.
I like
She
to
got a
think
little-
I did.
She got the vibe. She got the Vans on, definitely. So, yeah.
She's a good longboarder. Yeah.
I'm good at longboarding, but skating not so much. I'm not a street skater.
I used to think I could skate when I was 17 too, and then
I never
had
even
to pick a
tried.
gravel out of my knee and stuff, and so I decided I wasn't a skater
Like
anymore.
I'm a
6'2",
little too
140
clumsy.
pounds. Yeah, it's me,
That's
6'2",
me.
140 pounds. I wasn't getting on a skateboard.
Let's-
But yeah, good
breaking
days,
out.
good days. Skaters are normally naughty by nature, a little bit. They just kind of dance to the beat of a different drummer, I would say.
I think I inherited that
But if you
part.
treat them with respect, they'll normally treat you with respect.
Yeah,
if
and
you
these-
come at them hard, they'll come back.
Yeah,
at you
and those
hard.
guys did. They were very respectful.
Good,
and,
good,
you
good.
know, and it was cool. It was good. Except now, I did have one crazy. I'm still looking for the video on YouTube. They were actually on top of the Fred sign.
Oh no!
I mean, the sign.
Yeah.
It's like a foot wide, and they were up on top of it with a skateboard. And while the store was open,
Oh no!
and the manager called me, and I came out, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they were like, "We're getting some good footage for YouTube, man." I was like, "Oh, yeah." So come to find out, I knew the kid. I called his mom. She's like, he's 23 and married with a kid.
You guys are running teenagers
She's
out.
like, I can't do nothing with him. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ultimately,
But I guess they
yeah,
haven't
you deal
lost
with
it.
him or call the
Was
cops.
he, even at 23
Yeah.
with kids, was he like, oh, dude, you called my mom, really? Dude.
But yeah, Statesville has had big surges in skateboarding, and we spent about 10 years trying to fight for a skate park around here,
Yeah.
and it went to no avail.
I'm with you, brother.
and I know that we're probably not many years away from it coming back around and getting popular again. Seems to kind of run in a
Well, I
cycle.
tell you, not to get political, but I had my little stint, in office, and I brought it up a couple of times, and some of the old school guys were like, you need to give that up, Joey. They were trying to give me
Yeah.
advice. You need to
Sure.
not talk about that kind of
Sure.
thing. I was like, well, kiss my ass. I'll talk about it the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's,
And we can say that on
Yeah,
this
it's
is
internet
satellite
radio. You can
Yeah,
say
satellite
that.
radio.
it was a
internet radio.
unique opportunity for the town because we really had pretty much had it paid for, but the hit was like through Tony Hawk Foundation. They would pretty much pay for it, but it had to be a unmanned free park,
Right.
and they were not having that. But regardless.
Well, we're fortunate that our kids are finding other ways
things,
to get back to the music thing
Absolutely.
to keep themselves busy with and
Which I'd recommend.
The
kids.
music scene in
if
Statesville is
you're
definitely
12 to 21, or find get yourself an instrument and start playing it. Because unfortunately, that's
Speaking of
the
the
way
music
Statesville
thing,
is. We got a lot going on for 21 and over, not a lot for 12 to 21.
Yeah, we gotta get.
so I think we're going to try to squeeze in a couple more songs before we sign off here.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We still got some people on Facebook that some just joined in, and I'm sure
Awesome.
they'd love to hear another Holt Up song.
Yeah, we'll do a Blind Melon song.
All right, Blind Melon.
Yeah.
This is an old one. It's actually the first song we ever played together.
Wow.
Out at the open mic, actually, the open mic.
Woo.
Yeah.
Words to live by. Life is hard. You got to change. You remember the connection we have with that song there, Darren?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. We got to see Blonde Melon
Right.
with Lenny Kravitz,
Lenny
right? Is
Kravitz,
that what you're
right.
thinking about?
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. Blind Melon opened up for him, and he laid on the stage like
It was so good. It's the only time I
flopped
ever got
around,
to see
yeah.
Blonde Melon live.
I saw him twice.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw him again at Woodstock.
Which is a blessing, man, because they were short-lived. I mean, you know, for us
but a
to
great
see
band,
them.
really,
Great, yeah.
underappreciated.
So anybody that's just tuning in, we are fortunate enough to have Holt Up on tonight. Darren and Haley Holt. They played a few songs for us and just been great. If you had never seen Holt Up before, then we're about to tell you a bunch of times you can see him. And I hope you go see him every time because you can't get enough of Holt Up here.
Yeah, we'll make it different.
You guys, next, not this, well, this is going to broadcast on Monday, correct?
Monday, yeah.
Friday the 12th, you're going to be at Wine Maestro.
That's correct.
If you've never been to Wine Maestro, that's a very cool place, very cool venue.
New
Is
layout.
that an earlier gig though?
That
Time
one
wise,
is. It's typically 7 to 10.
Yeah,
it's a little
Yeah.
earlier. So if you got to,
Yeah.
if you don't want to stay out too late,
It's a cool place to hang out and have a drink, whether you want to drink some wine or some good craft beer and hear some good music with Holt Up. The following night, you're going to be across the street at Delaney's.
Absolutely. Another one of our favorite places.
I need to go check that place out sometime.
You gotta check it out.
I've heard it's pretty cool.
I think I saw a picture of you and Chrissy.
he's on the Hall of Fame.
On the Hall of Fame, said they pay our light bill.
I got to tell you, the Anais who comes around takes all the photos for the paper. I told her one time, I said, you have more pictures of me than my mama does. So,
Every Monday, I'm scanning through, and there's Rodney, there's Chrissy,
Rodney, yep.
there's Bubba, Rodney, Chrissy, and Bubba.
Chrissy and I both are usually sitting or talking with somebody else when they take pictures. Like, I saw your wife with another man, or I saw you with another woman in the paper. I'm like, yeah, it's our bar wife and husband.
We are like us, and if you're not downtown playing music, you're downtown supporting somebody who is playing
Yeah.
music. And that's
Yeah,
what we try to do as well.
we were talking about that last week because this is a close knit family downtown. The
Absolutely.
musicians and and it's not just Statesville folks. It's folks like Josh Perryman that comes from out of town, and
Love him.
he just fits right in. So it's a great little scene. The weekend after that, you're going to be at the Carolina Balloon Fest.
Yes.
That's going to be a good time. It's always a lot of good musicians out there playing. Is this the first time you guys have played out there?
It
You
is
play
the
out there?
first time we
Yeah.
played there, yeah.
It's that's a very cool place to play. They take good care of you out there, and come out to the Balloon Fest, see some balloons, hear some good music.
Big
with the
stage
hotel.
too, right? You'll be on the big stage.
Not the big stage. Not
No,
the
they'll
big
be-
stage. We'll be on the smaller
yeah.
stage.
Oh, okay.
Small
So they have a small.
Yeah, they have a side stage.
Okay.
Darren, you actually play with a percussion group around town
Yeah,
called
we've been
Idle.
out there for a few years now, yeah, and we'll be back as well.
IRE, the Idle Rhythm Experience,
Our
right?
No Rhythm Experience, yes, good group of guys. We've been banging on these hand drums for about 20 years,
Yeah.
30 years. I don't know. I can't even keep track anymore. 25, I guess, somewhere in the middle.
They're fun to see. Also, they're going to be on the same stage the following day.
Yeah.
You guys are at 3:30 on Saturday, the Balloon Fest, and IRE is at noon, I think.
Yes, noon on Sunday.
Saturday. So
Mhm.
come
And
out to
IRE will actually be at Hops and Harmony this Saturday downtown. We're going to play a couple of times between bands.
Then Haley, November 2nd, you're going to be at Broad Street Burger.
Yep,
Yeah, very cool place to play there.
absolutely.
Excellent food. Then you guys got a big one coming up on the 9th. You actually went out to New Bern on vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And went to an open mic out there and got a gig in New Bern.
Yep.
So Holt Up is going regional. They're going across the state to play a show in New Bern on November the 9th. What's the name of the place you're playing?
The Brown Pelican.
The
Yeah.
Brown
Brown
Pelican.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Did it hold up? All right?
They're back open.
Did it Holt Up
It
Holt up
Yeah, Holt
during the
up.
storm?
That's what I meant to say.
It's funny now they're back open. They're doing good. I actually had to call back down today and check on where we're staying, and make sure we could still stay there
Yeah.
because they took a beating. They took a
Yeah,
really bad
they
beating.
were one of the hardest hit, I think.
Yeah, and we're actually we've got several places we're going to be taking some people with us. Rodney and Chris are going to be going. A lot of other musicians, local musicians, are going to be going down with us, and we're trying to work out a fundraiser with the Brown Pelican for the following night, where we're all going to kind of chip in and do a free show
That'd be great.
for them that night, and maybe take some canned goods from Can Drive or something like that. And
Great.
It's going to be a great time.
they got beat up bad down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
y'all.
New
They
Bern
got beat up
took a
bad.
lick.
Yeah, I can find somebody to get me to log in to Statesvegas Radio, and we can
Absolutely.
stream a couple songs live.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it.
We could do that.
So now you got to be looking forward to that. It's always cool to play this. It's always great to play I call them home games at places around town. Because there's a good group of people, not just the musicians, but most of the venue owners are great.
Absolutely.
And all the people that hang out are just, it's just a little close-knit community down there. So, but it's cool to go other places like that and see new people and play new places.
Well, and you guys are so amazing. I mean, the music scene of Statesville is unreal. You guys need to get out and be heard and bring back some fans to Statesville.
Right.
The ambassadors for Statesville say, hey, somebody's coming this way and say, hey, Statesville, man, that's where them guys, the Holt Up guys are from. We need to.
I'm telling you, man, it is
town.
like a family, almost like a union with us, and for sure we wouldn't be doing what we're doing without this fellow right here, Rodney Millsaps, and Bryce Reese running the open mic at Risto's place, and Risto's, of course, for hosting it. Because that's where we cut our teeth on it for sure, and got our start. And wasn't for their support, we wouldn't be doing.
It was pretty amazing renaissance happened after the open mic. I mean, I saw it. Like I said, I was talking about last week. I tried for years to get open mic started, and you just couldn't. It was this hard thing to get started, and you got to give Rodney and Bryce credit for getting it started, and it really just.
I know I speak for Bryce, and we've been very fortunate. I don't know how much credit we can take for all this talent showing up, but we're just extremely glad that the talent shows up every week, and whether we're packed with 10 or 15 people that are wanting to play music, or we just have 4 or 5 that show up to want to play music, we always have a good time. You always hear some good music, and we just love from our perspective when somebody like Holt Up comes out and to open mic, and starts cutting their teeth out there and gets out and started playing all these. I mean, I just named out 4 or 5 gigs you guys are playing. One of them, which is halfway across the state, so. That we can, only credit we can take for that is setting up the equipment. The rest of it is on you guys.
It's the opportunity, man. It all springs from there.
Well,
It's the support that y'all
even Danny J last week, she kind of
she came to
got out there, from that open mic.
Statesville music is born at the open mic at Risto's, man. If you're a new artist and you're trying to start booking some gigs, you do your time at the open mic. That's what I can tell you.
Well, and for her, I mean, it has to be a great experience.
Hopefully, Sheriff Takula is listening, and Julius and I will get a big fat steak out of this or something. So.
A martini or something. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna run a little bit over, but I think we got time to squeeze in one more, right?
Yeah, we do. Let's do one more plug before we do. I got to talk about the radio station, and we've had a lot of good support. We had a contest the other day giving away some free T-shirts, and it exposed us to a few new people. Fortunately, it looks like people like you guys are going to be the best thing to get the word out. Jewel and Carla and Danny that's been in here, I've seen an amazing boost in support, and people are starting to come to me and say, hey, we, State, you got the radio station thing now, and I realize there's other radio stations in town, and we're trying to do a little different thing and be a little different, but we support each other.
Room for everybody.
Yeah. Little Toe and Frankie's on tomorrow night.
These are a great bunch of guys.
They're great too.
Yeah. And like I said, it's kind of a different thing, but yet the same. And you can never have too many outlets for guys like you.
Not at all.
And we really hope people just download that app. We don't have any sponsorship right now. I'm flipping the bill. Unfortunately, it's not killing me. So and it's fun. I can chalk it up as a hobby right now. But it would be nice to get the downloads of the apps out there. Then I can actually sell.
What he's trying to say is we're glad you guys came out, but it's gonna be $9.95 to get
I get it.
I'm still charging you $10 for that shirt. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Anyway.
So there's sponsors. There's available spots on the sponsor list.
Well, right. Well, we're not going to do a lot of commercials, and our shows are different because we don't play music in between on our just live performance. We do, we talk too much. Probably me personally.
I enjoyed it.
And I'm so glad to have Rodney on board, and I appreciate all his help. And
I'm having a ball.
I hope you don't kill me for cutting him off.
No. So, Julius, if somebody does not have the ability or is not listening to Statesvegas radio now, what's the best way for them to get it?
The App Store. You just go. It's free. It doesn't clog up your phone. People are a little afraid, a little weary. They're like, "What do you mean? It's an app." And you push the app, open it up, and it starts playing.
Just like
a radio would.
Like a Pandora or something.
If you have
like
Bluetooth headsets, you can listen to it while you're at the gym. If you have Bluetooth on your car, it'll connect right to your car
You
stereo.
get it both at Apple and Android, correct?
At Google Play and the App Store. Or if you're sitting at work and you open up the website, statesvegasradio.com, there's a listen now button. You just listen and it's playing. Right now, just to put together a new mix. It's pretty eclectic. I mean, we've got local. 1 minute you might hear Carla. The next minute you might hear Tupac. You might hear some Zeppelin. I mean, it's
yeah.
that.
I would like to
David
hear
Brothers.
a Carla Tupac
Mash
duo.
up.
That would be awesome.
We're gonna mash it up, but that's kind of what I went for here. You know, we were doing blocks where it would be like 3 hours of 80s rock, and sometimes people were like, you know, but I like to tell people it's a music lover station. You know, as a matter of fact, we have Blind Melon Change on there, so
Okay.
you know, but we've got 12 hours where you're never going to hear the same song too.
Sure.
So don't turn it on thinking you're going to hear Blind Melon
Right.
Change because it could be 5 or 6 hours before you hear it. But
Well, I think where most stations go wrong is they play the same song too much.
I mean,
wear it out.
yeah. I mean, every time I turn on. I'll say it. Hell with it. 95.1. I mean, Girl Like You, Maroon 5.
Yeah.
The same songs over and over. And even my kids are like, turn it off.
Right.
So,
Well, I don't have that, but I'll be getting it. And,
get it.
And we'll
definitely.
promote it, all our social medias and stuff for sure.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think we got knocked off Facebook, but it's all right.
Yeah, I think we were probably booted off every time that. But we do have time for one more song for you guys, and that'll be posted on Monday night. I think the name we're kind of kicking around for this show is Scene Around Town, SCENE.
I like it.
Kind of
Play on words.
because we want to try to help the music scene out, and the Statesville scene in general. So, so what you gonna do for us to close this out here?
We're going to end you up with let Haley show out a little bit on some Bill Withers. Usually.
Oh, very cool. You guys, well, thank you for being on the show. You've been great.
Thank y'all, man. We've had a blast.
You guys are special to me anyway. So, glad to have you on here, and let's rock out with some Bill Withers.
Thanks, guys.
high-class people, and you act real rude to me. But baby, 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 we love me, can't get enough. Baby, 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 we love me, can't get enough. I wanna spread the news that if it feels it's good getting used, or you just keep on using me. It's to use me up. It's to use me up. Yeah, to use me up. Yeah, to use me up. Use me, use me, use me, use me up. Use me, use me, use me, use me up. Use me, use me, use me, use me up. Use me, use me, use me, use me up. To use me up. To use me up. Yeah, to use me up. To use me up. To use me up.
All right. She's just getting warmed up. It's time to go. If you guys just tuning in on Facebook or if you're listening on States Vegas Radio, there's a video of this on YouTube, States Vegas Radio YouTube channel. You can see these guys live performance. They did, what, 4 songs for us tonight?
Yeah, they did. 4 songs for us.
All very excellent. But,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you,
we,
sir.
we appreciate
Thanks
you
for
guys.
having us.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming, man. We
Yep.
appreciate
Thanks for
it
coming
more
out,
than you
guys.
know. And thank you guys for listening to States Vegas Radio, watching on Facebook, and check us out on YouTube.
Get the app,
Get the
y'all.
app, yeah.
We'll see you next week.
See you next time, guys.